right, you guys. This is the final message, and we have our government and state message. All right, this is our last one. And with the states, we only ended up with one. So we have Puerto Rico. Something about Puerto Rico. This one don't come out very often. Talks about the Caribbean islands, if I'm not mistaken. Now, we're going to do the state and the government together. Since we only have one state, Puerto Rico, we're going to put the government right along with it. But we're going to talk about the state first, and then we're going to go into what the actual government message is talking about. All right. Now, for the government, we have Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. We have Department of Government Efficiency. That's that dog or whatever that was with Elon Musk. And then we have the Pentagon. We also have the U.S. Marshal Service. We have something about the National Archives and Record Administration. And we also have something about community and municipal court. Something could be dealing with a petty offense, traffic, or local law. All right. So I don't know how this is going, but we will find out. Okay. Now, like I said, we only have one state. We got Puerto Rico. And we're going to use this deck right here as a clarifier to give us an overall of what we're going to be looking into. I don't usually utilize this deck, but this is the way I'm feeling led to do this today. Okay? So, Spirit, what's going on with Puerto Rico that we're going to be talking about overall? What's going on with Puerto Rico, Caribbean island? We got Ghost. Somebody may be hiding away in Puerto Rico. We got Ghost. All right. Talks about disappearing, cold and distance, no contact, leaving behind. So somebody may fled. I don't know. I might be telling on you, but it's a reason why I'm picking up that energy. All right. All right. Department of Efficiency, DOGE. Now, why are we talking about this? What are we gonna be talking about with Department of Government Efficiency? Fired up. So maybe they mad. He mad. Somebody mad. They furious. Okay. Building up emotions, overwhelming thought, very angry. What you angry for when you supposed to been there to help? I don't know which way that's going, but I'm gonna express it the way I'm feeling it. The Pentagon. What's going on with the Pentagon? Y'all came at me. I ain't come at y'all. I asked for almost 2 years. Tell y'all people just leave me alone. Not one person was able to come and talk to me or nothing. Y'all people came and attacked and messed with me first. We got justice. Something about the Pentagon, we got justice. Maybe somebody in the Pentagon will be willing to hear what I have to say. Who knows? But it also could talk about something with legal matters. I don't know. Could be one person. I don't know. But I see justice with the Pentagon. Okay. Marshal Service. USMS. You got something about some terms. So it could have have something to do with working out something, negotiating something, but it's something about some terms with the Marshal Service. All right. CIA, Central Intelligence Agency. You got children. I'm going to tell you, well, there's two come out. We got children, and I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt. I know what I was finna say, but I know y'all on some mess too. But we're going to give CIA a benefit of the doubt. We're going to go one more time with them, okay? I'm going to give y'all a benefit of the doubt. Okay, we got commitment. So somebody committed to something, I don't know. Somebody with the CIA commitment, they committed to something. Or made a commitment to do something, I don't know, but we'll talk about it. The National Archives and Record Administration. If I do, I just do. But one thing about it, people gonna hear from Susan. Just like I'm putting my story out on all these little platforms. At least somebody gonna know something about my story. That's all that matters to me. We got a new boo. So somebody in National Archives and Records may be having a new boo. They excited about their new boo. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. And the county, I don't know who that could be. I'm not going to worry about it. The county municipal court. Let's see what's going on with a county municipal court. What's going on with a county municipal court? Appreciation. So it's something about an appreciation of somebody. You don't want to get that from a court, do you? So it look like maybe some people, I don't know, could be doing something y'all getting into some relationships or something. Okay. Somebody, I think some of y'all getting into some relationships. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right. Okay. So, like I said, we got Ghost for Puerto Rico. All right. So I don't know. Somebody don't with Ghost, going Ghost. Somebody gonna be leaving behind. Either there's to or from Puerto Rico. Let's get a couple of cards on this spirit. I ain't feeling that one. I'm gonna put it back just in case that one. We got an Ace of Wands. So this Ace of Wands that talks about an adventure. So like I said, it can be either to or from. It talks about travel. Again, it's either to or from. So somebody having a new beginning, a creative sparks, okay, enthusiasm. So that can go either way with the Ace of Wands. Either they went to there or from there, okay. Tell me one more on the Puerto Rico and we moving on. Okay, you got the moon. So something could have been, whatever it is for one, they could have been moving at night, whichever way it went. They were moving in secret, whoever it is, and I'm gonna leave it there. All right. Now we got fired up with the Department of Government and Efficiency. Now what's that all about? We got a we got a we got a Queen of Pentacles and we got a Page of Swords. Now this can go two ways. Either a Queen of Pentacles is the individual that could have been looking into something, or as a Queen of Pentacles, somebody could be fired up with. All right. So, which way is this going? Which way is this going? Which way is this going? Got 10 of Cups. So everything I'm seeing here is positive. So where's the fired up coming from then? Where's the fired up coming from? A 9 of Pentacles. So whoever this Queen of Pentacles, if it's a Queen of Pentacles, it could just be a Queen of Pentacles energy. So the way I'm really seeing is they could have been fired up with the 9 of Pentacles, somebody in that energy. Okay. Now, like I said, somebody could be in the Queen of Pentacles energy, or it could be actually be a Queen of Pentacles. Okay. All right. This is more than one person. It's like multiple peoples here. They could be doing a lot of talking, okay, about an individual, okay. That's really what I can pick up off of that. All right. Give me a closing on that DOG, and we moving on. That we see the Strength card there. All right. So we're moving on. All right. We're going to do one more and then we're going to pick those cards up. Now the Pentagon, we see justice. Why are we seeing justice with the Pentagon? You got a Knight of Swords there. So that talks about that somebody being assertive, erotic, all right? Somebody may be taking some type, be impatient about something, or they feel somebody impatient taking direct actions, okay? Could have something to do with somebody's stability, okay? Tell me more about the Pentagon. You got a 4 of Pentacles, so that talks about greed, heart, control, possession, possessive, okay? So even though we're seeing a Knight of Swords, this don't necessarily have to be a Knight of Swords. Could be somebody in a Knight of Swords energy. All right. Somebody that may be part of the Pentagon or in the Pentagon. Okay. Kind of may want some control. Give me a final on the Pentagon. We got the 7 of Wands. So this 7 of Wands that talks about somebody again being assertive. Okay. Standing up for themselves. Somebody standing up for themselves. Okay. All right. So somebody standing up for themselves. Okay. Now, next we got here this Marshal Service. We got the U.S. Marshal, something about terms. All right, somebody could be negotiating something. Somebody could be trying to work something out. I don't know, but I'm going by what I see. Tell me more about these terms with the Marshal Service. We see a 4 cups. Yeah, maybe somebody could be trying to save their job. Yeah, potentially somebody could be trying to save their job. I'm not gonna worry about who or what, but from what I'm seeing, somebody could be trying to save their job. Give me a closing on the Marshal, and I'm not gonna look into that. You know your story, but I'm not gonna look into that much more there. Yeah, this 4 of Wands kind of came on the side, so that's kind of like, yeah, could be a work environment. All right, so we're gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna get into that. Okay. Now over here with the CIA, somebody could be in a relationship, could be starting something new. Yeah, could have been some type of assessment, awakening. All right. Somebody could have recognized something. Okay. Somebody pretty charming. They following their heart. Pretty sensitive. Look at it. They want to be all romantic. I'm sorry, I ain't getting in your business. All right, I'm going to leave that alone too. All right, I think that's cool. I mean, even though I see some negative, I'm seeing positive. I'm seeing people look like they're happy with whatever they got going on or getting ready to do. All right. Now, with the National Archives and Records Administration, somebody there got a new boo. Okay. Look at that. 2 of Pentacles. Well, they juggling though. Why you juggling? Or somebody bring you a little balance. They going with a little ups and downs. They trying to balance out their work and life. They're trying to bring some balance with their work and life situation. Tell me one more. Oh, Lord. No, that could be. It can go anyway. But all I say, if the teamwork got something to do with a relationship or your relationship or your co-workers, because it's like somebody putting other people's in the middle of what they got going on right there. Give me one close. I don't think that's a good thing. They're gonna just. I don't think that's a good thing. Okay, ain't good to be bringing in a whole lot of people's into to your relationship. I think that should be a red flag for anybody. But now, if this has something to do with, especially if it got something to do with advice. Now, if this something work related, okay, I can see where the teamwork and all that coming from, because that's work. That's different. Okay. But, so it may be work related. Yeah. Okay. I'm more so going to give it a benefit of the doubt because maybe it's work related. But at the same time, it's like right now your work kind of got you to the point where you really can't get that needed time at the present to enjoy your new boo. That's the way I can see that, okay? But I feel eventually you'll have that time. Spirit showed me the card, so all right. Now, the final one we have here, this court, municipal court. Okay. But we got appreciation. That kind of threw me off because that's not something you would see unless it's got something to do with potentially an employee or something. Okay. So what's going on with this court, municipal court? Wow, appreciation. So I really want to see why this would have came. Not with a municipal court. We see the petty offenses, but yet and still, I don't see why something dealing with family, potentially. Why would something that potentially could be dealing with family be done in this type of court, though? Because the card I see here seems like this should be more so something in a family court versus a county court. So, explain this. You got the Hierophant. Now that could be a judge. You got the Four Swords. That talks about rest, healing, recuperation. So, like I said, I see what I see, but I don't see why this type, why the appreciation and following a Ten of Pentacles and a Hierophant, a Four of Swords, why this is something connected to a county or municipal court. That ain't making sense to me. So what is the reason for the appreciation? You said it was this Ten of Pentacles. All right. So give me one clarifier with that. Two of Swords. So either somebody ain't doing something right, something ain't right there. Especially with this Two of Swords. So now somebody got to make a tough decision. They at a stalemate. They stuck in the middle of something. Blind to the truth about something. Because that myself ain't making no sense. And this Hierophant out here, that could easily be a judge. Or this Hierophant could be signifying this court or municipal court. Or it could be signifying something with a community of peoples. All right? One or the other. All right. So, all in all, Spirit, that's pretty much what our government and state message is all about today. I didn't want to say